Today's tech news moves fast, but understanding it shouldn't be hard. That's why Snarful Solutions Group brings you Connecting the Dots, where we break down what's happening in tech and why it matters to you. Now, let's dive in with your hosts.
Hello and welcome to Connecting the Dots. I'm Alex.
And I'm Morgan. Thanks for tuning in.
It is Monday, September 1st, 2025. Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Hope you're having a good one, maybe enjoying a day off. Let's kick things off with a look at the weather.
Yeah, nationally, it's pretty intense in spots. We've got hot to extremely hot temperatures sticking around parts of California and the interior Northwest.
But there's a change coming for some. A blast of cold air is expected to drop across the central and eastern U.S. later this week.
Well below normal temps for them. Meanwhile, here in Sacramento, well, it's Labor Day and it's hot. High today around 103.
Oof. Yeah, I could use some of that cold blast heading our way, maybe. Wishful thinking, I guess.
Definitely. Okay, quick look at the markets. Friday's close for the Dow Jones was 45,544.88.
That was down about 46 points for the day, or 0.10%, and down just over 60 points for the week.
The S&P 500 closed Friday at 6,460.26, down about 29 points for the day.
Right, minus 0.45%. But interestingly, it actually ended the week slightly up, just about 2.5 points.
And Bitcoin, as of today, Monday, September 1st, opened around 108,251 and closed near 109,103.
So up for the day, about 850 points or so, 0.79%. Still down a bit for the week, though, about 0.93%.
Got it. Now, for some better news, at least for us, sports.
Yes. Let's talk Giants.
Huge win yesterday. San Francisco Giants absolutely crushed the Baltimore Orioles 13-2.
It was fantastic to see. Justin Verlander got the win on the mound, a solid performance.
And Heliot Ramos had a great day at the plate, went 3 for 5.
Yeah, definitely a good day to be a Giants fan. Much needed win.
Absolutely. Okay, feeling good about that. Let's shift gears now.
All right. Time to connect the dots on today's top tech stories from our Morning Star report.
Exactly. Let's start with something really big picture happening over in the UAE.
Okay.
Abu Dhabi's G42 group, the AI and cloud company, they're building something called the UAE US AI campus.
All right, I saw this. It's being called the largest AI infrastructure project outside the U.S. The scale is,
wow,
5 gigawatts.
5 gigawatts. I mean, that's an incredible amount of power, all dedicated to AI.
It really is. And they're not just building it in isolation. They're apparently in talks with major U.S. tech firms.
Like who?
Well, AWS, Google, Meta, Microsoft, even Elon Musk's XAI, trying to get them to become tenants.
So like anchor tenants for this massive AI city, essentially.
Pretty much. And the report suggests Google might be the furthest along in those negotiations. That's a potentially huge US-UAE partnership right there.
Interesting. But it's not just about scale, is it? There's a strategic angle here too, especially around chips.
Exactly. A key goal for G42 is to diversify their chip suppliers. Move beyond relying solely on NVIDIA, which dominates the AI chip market right now.
So they're looking at others.
Yeah, they're talking to AMD, also Cerebras Systems, remember them? The ones making those really huge AI chips.
Oh, right. Didn't G42 invest in Cerebras?
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have a stake there.
Right.
And Qualcomm is also in the mix for providing computing capacity.
So connecting the dots here, this isn't just about building a data center. It's geopolitics, it's supply chain resilience.
Absolutely. The push away from single supplier reliance, especially for critical tech like AI chips, that's a huge theme globally right now. Lessons learned from recent years,
No kidding. Building in that resilience seems critical. And there's another layer to this campus that sounds, well, almost futuristic.
The digital embassies.
Yeah. Explain that. What is that about?
So the idea, as I understand it, is to offer other countries a secure place to host their national data within the UAE, kind of like a sovereign cloud, but offshore.
Why would a country do that?
Well, could be a hedge against things like natural disasters back home, or maybe cybercrime. Plus, potentially lower costs for energy and land compared to building it themselves. It's a novel approach to data sovereignty.
Wow. So safeguarding national data in a sort of neutral, secure, third-party location.
Kind of. And this whole project, it seems, got a big boost during a U.S. presidential visit to the Emirates, part of over $200 billion in deals announced then.
So it has major international backing. Okay, so why does this matter to, our listeners?
Well, first, it signals where the next big hubs for AI innovation might be popping up, outside the usual suspects.
Right, not just Silicon Valley.
Exactly. And for businesses, it underlines the sheer scale of investment needed for the AI future. And again, how vital that chip supply chain diversity is becoming.
It's like Morgan said earlier, a grand central station for AI data streams.
And it streams in very smart chips. And these digital embassies, they really could change how countries think about securing their data. It's like a data safe haven.
Fascinating stuff. Okay, from these massive global projects, let's pivot to something hitting much closer to home, how we shop online.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for AI shop agents. This could change things fast.
AI agents, like chat bots that buy things for you.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Companies like OpenAI, they call their feature agent. Perplexity has Comet. Google's got its AI mode. Microsoft has Action. They all let you search for products and potentially even complete the purchase right there in the chat.
Without going to Amazon or Target.com or whatever.
That's the idea. You just tell the AI what you want.
Okay, I can see the convenience factor. Find me a blue shirt, size medium, under $50.
Or even more complex things like you mentioned earlier, plan and buy the groceries for a roast dinner for 6 people.
But this sounds like a huge shakeup for brands and advertisers. How are they reacting?
Well, the article says they're scrambling, trying new SEO tricks, basically, like using longer URLs, stuff with keywords the AI might pick up.
Okay.
And trying to get mentioned on websites the AI considers authoritative, plus optimizing for what's called semantic search.
Semantic search, that's understanding the meaning, not just the keywords, right? Like your example, clothes for a wedding in the south of France.
Exactly. The AI has to understand context. And this is expected to really eat into traditional search engine traffic. One prediction was, a 25% drop next year?
25%, that's huge. So people will just get summaries from the AI instead of clicking links.
Seems to be the trend. And some platforms, like OpenAI, are looking at integrated checkouts within the chat.
Meaning they could take a cut of the sale.
Potentially, yeah. Perplexity is using Stripe's single-use debit cards for payments. But it's not all smooth sailing yet.
How so?
Early tests show these agents can be slow. Sometimes they just fail, and they often work by scraping retailer websites.
Scraping, so just pulling data off the page, is that even allowed?
That's a gray area. Raises questions about authorization and privacy, too, especially since apparently human checkers sometimes step in to help the AI complete a purchase.
Oh, wait, humans are involved in the AI buying my stuff. That feels weird.
And it highlights a fundamental problem. The internet wasn't really built for machines to navigate and interact with like this. It's messy, unstructured.
So for businesses, what's the bottom line? If customers start buying through AI agents instead of visiting their website,
they risk losing that direct connection.
Yeah.
Losing valuable customer data, the chance to upsell, to build brand loyalty. It's a big risk.
So they need to adapt their tech.
Definitely. They need AI-friendly infrastructure. That means structured, real-time product data feeds, things called programmatic commerce layers, basically ways for AIs to directly talk to their systems and make purchases. Building intelligent storefronts for bots, not just humans.
It sounds like a massive overhaul. Like you said before, not just a coat of paint, but rebuilding the foundation.
It really is. And it throws traditional online advertising models into question, too. How do you get visibility when an AI is making the recommendation? It's a whole new ballgame.
Okay. So AI changing global infrastructure, changing how we shop. Now let's talk about education. How is the next generation dealing with AI?
Yeah, this is really interesting. A recent survey of U.S. college students, over 1,000 of them back in July.
Are they all using ChatGPT to write papers?
Well, a lot are using generative AI. 85% used it for coursework in the past year. But how they're using it is key.
Okay.
Top uses were brainstorming ideas, that was 55%. Asking questions like it's a tutor, 50%. Studying for exams, 46%. Even advanced searching.
So more as a study buddy or a research assistant than in Ghostwriter?
For the most part, yeah. Fewer said they used it to complete assignments, around 25%.
Yeah.
And only 19% admitted to using it to write, entire essays.
That's actually encouraging in a way. They see the tool aspect, but they must see the potential for cheating too.
Oh, absolutely. They identified pressure for good grades, that was 37%, and just lack of time, 27%, as the main reasons peers might misuse AI for, academic dishonesty.
And what do they want colleges to do about it?
This is crucial. Almost everyone, 97%, wants institutions to address academic integrity. But they don't just want crackdowns.
No AI detectors.
Well, only 21% favored AI detection software. What they really want is education on how to use AI ethically. 53% said that. And clearer standardized policies, 49%. They want guidance, not just policing.
That makes a lot of sense. Teach them how to use the tool responsibly. Right. What about the impact on actual learning, critical thinking?
Views are mixed there. The majority, 55%, said AI has mixed effects. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes maybe it makes them think less deeply. Mm-hmm. But a decent chunk, 27%, actually reported positive effects on their critical thinking. And maybe counterintuitively, it's not necessarily making them think college is worthless.
Really?
Yeah, 35% said no change in value, but 23% said college is actually more valuable now with AI around. Only 18% said it made them question its value more.
Huh. That idea that AI makes college more valuable, maybe because it forces a focus on the uniquely human skills, like critical analysis, ethics.
That could be it. It shifts the focus. And speaking of ethics, pre-law students were strongly against using Gen AI for admissions essays. 66% said no, citing concerns about fairness and, being genuine.
Right. And there was another global study mentioned.
Yeah, from chegg.org. Globally, about 40% of undergrads use Gen AI for studies. Interestingly, 55% want human expertise involved in the AI's answers. They want verification.
They don't fully trust the machine on its own.
Seems like it. And 65% want colleges to change how they assess students, which fits with the other survey. Also, 67% globally said they prefer shorter, cheaper college programs.
Shorter and cheaper. That's a recurring theme.
It is. And that Chegg study also had some sobering stats on student well-being.
Oh.
Yeah, globally, 59% aren't getting enough sleep, 54% face daily anxiety. That number jumps to 68% in the U.S., and 46% report academic burnout.
Wow. It's a lot of stress.
It is. But despite that, 65% said they still feel optimistic about the future. So it's a complex picture. Stressed, but adapting, and looking for new ways to learn.
So connecting these dots for students, parents, educators, AI is undeniably part of the learning landscape now.
It is. And the focus needs to be less on catching cheats and more on teaching ethical, effective use. How do you use this powerful tool to enhance learning, not replace it?
Like learning when to use the calculator and when you need to show your work, basically, but on a much more complex level.
Exactly. And for colleges, it's a push to rethink curriculum, assessment, maybe even the structure and cost of degrees, while also supporting student mental health through all this change. How these students learn with AI now really shapes the future workforce.
It truly does. So we've gone from global AI infrastructure to the future of your shopping cart to the evolution of the college classroom. AI is the thread connecting them all.
It really is woven into so many aspects of life already, and it's only accelerating.
Which raises that final question, perhaps. As AI does more, what becomes uniquely important for us to do? Where does human judgment, creativity, empathy fit in? That's something for all of us to think about.
Definitely something to keep pondering.
We're here to help at Snarful, so reach out on our website if you have any more questions.
That's a wrap on today's top stories. Remember, tech doesn't have to be complicated, and we're here to help connect the dots. If you've got questions or want to learn more, visit us at snarful.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.